Today I'm going to be doing my final ranking of the Soul Eater characters. Alright, so what we have here is a very similar tier list to the very first part, but as you can see, there's been a little update. I've added a lot more characters that appeared in the later half of the series. I believe I've added everyone? At least everyone that had importance to the story. So if I missed anyone, I'm really sorry, but you can comment down below which character I missed and I can rank them down there. But as of right now, these are all the characters that I'm going to be ranking. So starting off, we have Angela the Witch. So just like the first part of the series, she didn't really do much. She showed up a lot more than she did in the first part. I mean, she was really only used as a plot point for Mifune, as the catalyst to the Mifune and Black Star fight, because if it wasn't for Angela, then Mifune would have never worked for Arachnophobia, and if he never worked for Arachnophobia, then Black Star would have never fought him in the first place. Because we literally don't get to see much of her, just like the first part, I think I'm gonna keep her ranking as a D tier character. Not because I hate her or anything, simply because we didn't get to see a whole lot of her again. So our next character, oh my god, Arachne. So when Arachne first showed up and announced herself to be the older sister of Medusa, I was flabbergasted. I was not expecting it. She is very intimidating when she first appeared, and I really enjoyed the duality between Medusa and Arachne, you know, the spider and the snake. I really liked their interaction with each other, which I was sad that they only interacted once. I wish that they interacted multiple times, just because, I don't know, I really liked the first interaction and I just wanted to see more of that. I think overall, she's going to be an A tier character for me. She's not an S tier villain because I don't think she's on par with Medusa. Simply because I think Medusa was a lot more ruthless than Arachne and a lot more malicious than Arachne. Our next character is one of the Death Size, Azusa. You know, I really enjoyed Azusa's character for the little amount of time that we got her. I think she's going to be a B tier character for me, simply because, again, we didn't get to see much more of her. We got to see her being used by Sid and one time by Death. She was a very brilliant strategist. You know, a lot of the planning probably couldn't have been done without her. So you know, she's a really smart character and I really enjoyed her character design. So I think a B tier is good for her. All right, our first main character on the list is Black Star. Last time I ranked him as an A tier character. This time I'm ranking him as an S tier character. He has grown on me so much so that I literally did not see it coming. I thought I was going to hate him for the majority, if not all, of the series, but towards the end of the first half, he was really growing on me and I was really enjoying his character. But at the later half, he had so much character development and he changed so much from the first part of the series that I had to put him as an S tier character. He was so cool during the later half of the series, and the fight between Mifune and him was so epic, and the last fight between the three main characters and Ashura was so cool. I really just loved his character in this later half of the series. So yeah, S tier character. I'm really sad to do this, but Blair is gonna go to an C tier character. I know she was way higher on the first part of my ranking. The later half of the series, she just wasn't there. She just kind of just disappeared. She was put on the back burner. Like, she only showed up just a couple times for like one or two lines. And then she showed up towards the end to help Joe with the machine for Brew, but even that, she really didn't do anything. And, you know, it was really sad. She's a really cool character. She's a very powerful character, witch, cat thing. And so I really was sad to see that she just didn't have any screen time and she was just kind of just left there to, you know, just disappear. So our next character is the Guardian of Brew. This includes this one and the blue one. These things were terrifying when they was first introduced. And the backstory that the show gave them was absolutely chilling, that they literally ate an entire town for digging up a site that contained Brew. And the reveal at the end that they were just kind of robots at the end and were Avon's creations was, oh my god, it was so cool. So because of that, I'm gonna put them as a C tier character. I really enjoyed them, but they only showed up for one episode, of course, so because of that, I cannot justify putting them any higher than C tier. Krona, oh my god, S tier. He remained S tier character throughout the entirety of the series. The first part, he was so broken and his mind was shattered. Medusa really messed that kid up, but towards the later half, he really evolved. He really started to get some character development. He really changed and defied Medusa's teachings and tried to kill her at one point, even though that didn't work. But he just remained just one of my favorite characters in the entire series. And yeah, it's no-brainer. He's still an S tier character. Our next character is Death. Oh my god, Death is absolutely an S tier character for me. I think I'm gonna put him above Blackstar and Krona just because his fight with the 𝓤𝓤𝓏 was so epic. Even though it didn't end the way that I wanted it to end, his character, his demanding demeanor, every time he's on screen, I'm just focused on him. And the only thing that I wanted that I didn't get from Death was his backstory. I really would have loved to see the time, like 800 years ago, when him and his royal guard, or his, personal guard, whatever it was called, protected the world. I would have really loved to see it. And I would have loved to see Ashura in a different way than the evil monstrosity that the 𝓤𝓏𝓏 was. Our next character is Avon. Alright, so we didn't get to see much of him on a personal level. We didn't get to see his, him in person very much in the series, just a few times. But he was teased almost the entirety of the later half of the series, which is interesting because I don't think he was mentioned once in the first part, but, that's fine. I can forgive that. I'm not entirely sure where to put him. I think I'm going to put him in B tier. I think I'm gonna put him in B tier. No, I'm gonna put him in A tier, below Arachne. I really loved Arachne more than I did Avon. It's just that the mystery behind Avon was so it was so tantalizing. I really wanted to know more about this character that was teased pretty much since the first episode of the later half of the series. So I think A tier is a good place for him. Again, I'm really sad to say this, but Erica really has dropped off in the rankings. She didn't show up for very much. She made a few appearances. She talked to Krona a few times. She didn't do anything. She just combed Medusa's hair. I cannot put her any higher than, I'm so sorry. She's gonna be a C tier character. Alright, our next character is Ashura the 𝓤𝓏𝓏. He's definitely an S tier character for me. I mean, there's no other place to put him. Throughout the entirety of the show, he was teased. He was introduced, and as soon as he was introduced, he was absolutely terrifying with the illusions that he gave, with this whole skin scene. Oh my god, that was so gross, but so visceral to watch. And his fight between Lord Death and himself towards the later half was so cool. The way his philosophy pretty much contradicted Death's philosophy was, I loved hearing it. Our next character, give me one sec. Fisher. Alright, I just added this character as a little gag. I just think he had a really interesting episode to be part of, which was the train episode, which is probably top 5 favorite episodes of the series. I really loved that episode really highly. I'm gonna put him in D tier though, below Angela. I don't know why I added him. I just thought he was, I don't know. He's a D tier character. Our next character is the Flying Dutchman. He's an E tier character. I didn't like him at all. He was one-shotted by Krona. The whole ship storyline, the more I think about it, the more I didn't really like that storyline. Free, I loved his character so much. I loved his capabilities of being a wolf man witch tribrid thing, but he just disappeared. He even more so than Erica. At least Erica showed up a couple times. He only showed up like twice. He has to be below Erica and C tier. Like, they could honestly be interchangeable to D tier, but I just love them more than the characters below here. So they're gonna be C tier for now. And actually, I'm gonna put the Guardian behind them. Our next character is Giriko. All right, so in the beginning of the second part of the series, Giriko seemed to be a really unhinged, unstable individual with a temper problem. And the more the show went, the more lame he kind of became. When Justin and him were fighting, he ran away. And then the very first time that him and Justin fought, he ran away. And then the third time that him and Justin fought, he ran away. Like, there was no conclusion to any of those fights at all. And he just became such a lame character for me. For me, anyways. He's gonna be a D tier character simply because he didn't do anything. But I liked him more than Angela and the Fisherman, so yeah. Our next character, okay. The Black Blood Demon Imp thing. That is a good question. What would I put him in? He's gonna be a B tier character for me. I really enjoyed his character. He was very mysterious. We didn't really know anything about him until the very end, where he said that he is a part of Soul, that he is Soul, but he's not Soul, you know, that whole thing. But the way he took over Soul's body and his sanity, or whatever you want to say, was so interesting and poorly timed. Like, they were right in the midst of fighting the 𝓤𝓤, and then bam, he decided, oh, I'm gonna take over your world now. Like, come on, you could have picked a different time to do it. I loved seeing him and Soul interact. They were pretty funny at times. Yeah. B tier. All right, our next character is Joe. I'm gonna put him in C tier. I'm gonna put him above Free and Erica because I think we saw him a lot more than we did Erica and Free in the later half of the show. Pains me. It pains me to see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put him above Blair for the same reason. It pains me though. It so pains me. I love these three characters so much and we didn't get to see any of it. But anyways, our next character is Justin, another Death Sight. He was really cool. I love Justin so much. His personality is hilarious. His love of death is a little bit cultish, if you will. I love that he's a weapon and he's able to fight without a Meister, and I love the fact that he's a guillotine. It's such a unique weapon to be, and I just overall really enjoyed Justin's character throughout the entirety of the series. So I'm gonna put him in A tier. I'm gonna put him above Avon but below Arachne. Our next main character, Death the Kid. He has remained my favorite character when it comes to like the main characters. He might just be my favorite character throughout the entire series, but I'm gonna put him above Ashura but below Death. Kid has, like I said, remained my favorite of the main cast, and it hasn't changed. Our next character is Liz. All right, so I'm gonna put Liz below Avon. I really enjoy Liz's character. I love her and Patty's interaction and their sisterly bond, and of course I love how they interact with Kid. I think it's adorable. I think it's hilarious. I really enjoy Liz's character. Yeah. Mifune. Oh my god. I thought in the first part of this series that he was just going to be a one-off character. I honestly did not think that he was going to return in such a massive way. Maybe I did think that he was going to return in some way. Maybe we'll get a cameo or something like that. But he became one, like, a main antagonist for Black Star and, you know, a main catalyst of him getting stronger. And I love him so much. He's so cool. I think he's an A tier character, and I think I'm gonna put him above Justin just because I think Mifune is cooler than Justin. All right, our next character is Marie. You know, I really liked Marie. She was very positive. She was very, you know, caring and warm, you know, to the students and the teachers, and she was very powerful too. She was not afraid to mess you up. I loved her introduction when she was about to marry a toilet, and she kind of just blew up that toilet because that remains one of the funniest moments of the series for me so much. But yeah, I really liked Marie, and I think I'm gonna put her in A tier as well. I think I'm gonna put her above Justin. Yeah. The next character is Maca. Maca is an S tier character for me. She is above Ashura, but below Krona and Death. I think last time I ranked her as an A tier character, but this time I'm definitely gonna put her as an S tier just because of the major character development that happened with her. And the final fight was pretty cool. And the fact that the reveal of her being part weapon was so awesome and cool to see, and I really wish we would have seen more of that. Just a few more minutes of that would have been amazing and so satisfying to see. But other than that, yeah, she is an ST character, and she really became one of my favorite characters throughout the entire series. So Masamune, the more I think about it, the more I really enjoyed the whole enchanted sword thing, and I really liked his backstory with Tsubaki. So I'm gonna put him in C tier. I'm gonna put him below Free and Erica. Oh my god, Medusa. Oh my god, Medusa is an S tier character above everyone else except Death. I love Medusa. Remain to be one of my favorite villains of all time in any media at all. She never had any redemption arc. She just remained a villain through and through. And her possession of Rachel was so awful and hard to watch, and I hated it so much, but it was so in character for Medusa to do that and just be the awful person that she is. And she tried to kill her own son. Like, as a person, she's definitely an E tier, but as a villain, she is an S tier. Our next character is Mizune. This includes the Mizune Fusion, the Mizune Sisters, includes them all. The same reason for Erica and Free. They didn't really appear at all. They appeared like twice throughout the entirety of the later half of the series. So because of that, they're gonna be ranked C tier, below Free and Erica, simply because I like these characters a lot more than I do Mizune. All right, our next character is Mosquito, Arachne's right-hand man slash butler. I liked him a lot more than Giriko, simply because he did a lot more. And his driving with that spider, top notch. I thought he died, but then during the end credits, it showed that him and Giriko were together, so I guess he didn't die. He's gonna be a B tier character. He's gonna be below the imp, but I think I like him more than Azusa. The next character is Nagus. We got to see some of her abilities during the fight for Brew, but other than that, not much. I think she's gonna be in the D tier simply because we don't know anything about her. Don't hate her. I don't think she's a bad character. I don't know anything about her, really. Our next character is Patty. All right. She's gonna be an A tier. I'm gonna put her above Liz. I just really like Patty a lot more than Liz. Not a lot more, but I like her attitude. I like that she's terrifying when she wants to be, and she you know, she really puts Kid in his place when Liz is unable to, and I find that really hilarious and funny. So Ragnarok was an E tier character, if I recall, in the first part of my ranking, but it's safe to say that he really grew on me. Tiny Ragnarok was adorable, hilarious, and I think towards the end he actually really cared about Krona and his feelings, and he really grew on me. And I think I'm gonna put him B tier, below Azusa. Sid, I enjoy Sid when he's on screen, but towards the latter half, didn't really do much. Didn't like that. I think that's the theme. Like a lot of characters, if you're not a main character, you're not gonna really do much at all. And you know, he was put on the back burner. You know, a 3-star Meister didn't really do much. So I think I'm gonna just put him in C tier. I'm gonna put him in high C tier. Yeah, I think he deserves that spot. Soul. I really enjoy Soul. He's going to be an S tier character. I like Soul a lot. I think I like him a lot more than I did Ashura, Black Star, and Krona. No, you know what? Yeah, Spirit. A lot of you were kind of upset that I put him in D tier last time. But it is safe to say that I enjoyed him a lot more this time around than I did. Even though he wasn't as present. Maybe that's why. No. I'm going to put him in B tier. I'm going to put him above Azusa. No, I'm going to put him above Mosquito. Stein, absolutely an S tier. I'm going to put him... I'm going to put him above... Yeah. No, I'm going to put him below Medusa. Really love Stein as a character. I wish he could have been a part of the final fight. Oh my god, that would have been amazing. That would have been just incredible, but sadly he wasn't. And he had, and the episodes where he just had a mental breakdown, oh my god, those were the most visually interesting episodes to date. So I really enjoy Stein, and he's going to be an S tier. Tsubaki. I love Tsubaki a lot. I really do love Tsubaki. I'm gonna put her in A tier above Liz and Patty. Alright, so I put these three all in the same picture. I didn't give separate pictures for them because they're all in the same category for me, which is B tier. And they're above Azusa, but I cannot put them any higher. And it sucks that we didn't get to see much of them at all. We pretty much only got to see them during the battle for Brew, and they were epic. They were awesome. I loved, you know, seeing them work together and seeing their abilities, you know, their weapons and Meister abilities and their teamwork. After that, they didn't amount to much. They didn't do much. They were shown like 2 or 3 more times towards the end, but that's about it. And I wish we could have seen more of them. I really do wish we could have seen more, but sadly we didn't. And because of that, they're in B tier. All right, there we have it. There is my ranking. I think it's a lot different than it was during the first part. Some characters are pretty much the same. Some characters have shifted a little bit. If you guys agree with this list or disagree with this list, let me know down in the comments below. How would you rank them? What characters did I miss, if any? And yeah, that's all I have. I think I have one more Soul Eater related video to record, and that's it. That's the journey of Soul Eater. I can't believe we made it this far. I want to thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me, for subscribing for the Soul Eater reactions. I know that's because Soul Eater is over. Many people are probably going to unsubscribe. That's okay. Thank you all for being here with me for that journey. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like if you liked, please leave a dislike if you dislike, and tell me what I can do better. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified every single time I make a video. And I wish each and every single one of you a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever you prefer. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!